Well, here we are. My first YouTube message to all of you. Hi. Our councils and church members have prayerfully made some difficult decisions this last week. We are at Trinity, Bethany, and Emmanuel in Cashton, suspending worship and all activities at church for the time being. We know that this is temporary. We don't have an end date yet, but we will communicate plans and policies as they become available. I keep asking, are we doing the right thing? Is anyone doing the right thing? I trust our leadership and the Center for Disease Control. I certainly support our administration and teachers, medical professionals, business owners, the list goes on. And I want to support you. We have not made any of these choices from fear, but rather to be prudent in doing our part to slow the spread of this disease. And we make these changes because we love God and we love our neighbor. And I know we are frustrated, disappointed, disheartened by cancellations and postponements, but social distancing is exactly what we need to be doing right now. It's how we love our neighbor. And isn't that what Jesus calls us to do all the time? To think of our neighbors, to care for the most vulnerable. Jesus doesn't ever tell us that there's only one place to worship, only one way to do it. We have faith in God. And so we open our hearts to be transformed by his word. And whether we do it in a sanctuary or our homes, watching TV or YouTube, driving in our cars, reading a sermon from email, or even on paper that we receive from the mail carrier, we can still worship. And we can still draw close to the promise of God. We are not alone. This last Sunday, the woman at the well was our gospel text. And she thought that she was going to the well alone, maybe intentionally, maybe afraid to be there with others, maybe not wanting to deal with the pressures around her. Whatever her motive, she was alone, or so she thought. But when she arrived, Jesus was there. Jesus, who knew everything there was to know about this woman, he met her there. Wherever we are, our Savior meets us, and we can worship, and we can learn, and we can share compassion and care. We are a people of hope because Christ has come among us. In the days and weeks ahead, we will be distanced from each other physically, but not spiritually. We will not gather for worship, but we will pray. We can send a card, make a meal, pick up the phone, check on those who need our support right now. We will love our neighbor and we will care for each other, just as Jesus has called us to do. You can come here to this YouTube channel. We have our very own. You can subscribe and we'll post sermons and sticky faith lessons, devotions, and more. We'll have what we can on Vernon Communications as well for those who don't have internet or computers. And of course, we'll mail things and we'll use the telephone. There are so many ways to stay connected. And we stay connected through prayer. I am working. I am available. I am praying for you. Feel free to call me and email me anytime. And I pray God be with you until we meet again.